guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you an Audi, the first Audi on the channel, and by no means it's not any Audi, it's an Audi S8 Plus. First of all, we're going to do is go around the car, have a look at it, and then give it a start up, some revs, and hit those roads. Let's go and have a look at it. So here you go guys, the Audi S8 Plus. What we're going to do is talk about this car. It's obviously got some detailing, a nice black grille, black four rings there as well. Got a bit of carbon on the front there, on the front splitter. Love these kind of matrix lights. They really look amazing when, like, obviously the indicators and everything are coming on here, so really like good kind of presence on the road from the front. Moving around the side, we've got these 21-inch alloy wheels, bi-colour, diamond cut. Look at the size of these brake calipers, they're quite big as well, aren't they? This car has got the airmatic suspension on this car, so we'll put in some shots there as well as to how that kind of works. So moving on to the interior guys, this car is fully loaded in terms of it's got leather pretty much everywhere, all over the dash. It's got a nice Alcantara kind of finish on the roof, a lot of carbon. This is actual carbon all over here, 8-speed ZF gearbox. But this door card, for instance, you got Alcantara here, you got an aluminium brushed aluminium trim up here, and then you got carbon fibre here as well. And you've got obviously heated memory cooling seats with massage function. 22-way adjustable memory seats for the driver and the passenger, and so there should be, because this is at the end of the day an Audi Limo. I mean, just look at the size of this car. I can't even get it in one shot. I'm right up against some bushes over here, but yeah, literally it's an amazing piece of engineering by Audi here. The little intricate details in the back here as well. On the back of these kind of front seats, we've got carbon fibre trims. We've even got a refrigerator in the back armrest up here. So yeah, highly spec car. Oh yes, of course, we've got the Bose sound system as well. So moving around the rear of the car, we've got like a kind of a gloss black lip up there. We've got a carbon diffuser trim over there. And the best thing about this is we've got a Miltech catback exhaust system, which absolutely sounds amazing. Don't worry guys, we're going to give the car a start up. Little touches like this finish it off. We've got like black badges over here, black four rings, and obviously around the side we've got the V8T badge finished off in black as well. So guys, as we were talking about the airmatic suspension earlier on, the owner of this car has had the love ring links put in the aftermarket one, so it just sits a little bit better. I mean, for example, in this clip here you can see how low the car actually sits. What we're going to do now is obviously raise like the raise height, just so that you can see that wheel arch gap as well. So yeah, it literally gives the car a real great presence when it's just like sitting still. But then when you're on the drive, you can obviously raise that right height just so that it gives it like that more sort of a comfort drive. I mean, it's on airmatic suspension anyway, so you know it's quite compliant, but you get the picture anyway. But this car literally in this color combination with this ride height is pretty much the dog's bollocks. So guys, you know that I'm quite excited about this S8. It is one of the biggest cars I've had on the channel in limo form. There's going to be some transporter vibes going off shortly. What we're going to do is, obviously it's got the catback Miltech exhaust. We're going to give the car a start up and some revs so that you can really like hear this car for what it is. Obviously V8 engine as well in there, so yeah, let's go and do that right now. So I've just been told that that was in comfort, so we're going to stick into dynamic mode now. So here's the power plant of the S8 Plus. Now this car on stock figures produces something like about 605-610 horsepower. It's the same engine as the RS6. So this is the S8 Plus, so this has a little bit more power than the standard S8. The standard S8 comes with about 520 horsepower. This comes with about 610. That's stock figures. This one has had a tune done to it, so it's kind of pushing around about the 700 horsepower mark, and that's a lot of power from obviously like this engine, but it's quite a big car as well, so you know it's all kind of relative in essence, but we're going to find out how it drives on that drive anyway. But yeah, what an engine guys, V8 power. It's mated to a 8-speed ZF gearbox as well, so Really looking forward to getting this on the open road. S8 Plus on the channel. I'm really excited. It's a car that I wasn't really expecting to have on the channel. My uncle, who obviously owns this car, he's had quite a few kind of cars in the past which I was hoping to get on the channel, but he's obviously moved them on. But he was keen for me to obviously get this car on. And just a little bit about, you know, my uncle. His last 7 car history or 8 car history have been as follows. The last car before this one was a Audi RS6 performance pack. Before the Audi RS6 he had about 6-7 Porsches, and they went from the early one that he had was a 996 Turbo S, then he had a 997 Gen 1, and then a Gen 2, then one with a Tiptronic, then a manual, and one was a convertible cabriolet, and his most recent one was the 991. So he loves these kind of, you know, high performance cars, especially if he's had some Porsches, and now he's got this Audi S8 Plus. Now, interesting fact about the S8 Plus, it's quite a rare car. You will see quite a few S8s out there on the road, but the S8 Plus, as we speak, we did a quick Google search to see how many are registered in the UK, and there's about 75. So 75 S8 Pluses in the UK, and this is one of them, and I've got it on my channel, guys. That is something exciting, isn't it? So yeah, I mean, the car itself, you know, I'm not going to go into a full kind of in-depth review of everything about it. It's more of an impressions video. It's quite a large car, it's quite a big car. You know, 4-litre twin-turbo V8 engine up front, mated to a 8-speed ZF gearbox. I'm on the familiar roads that I'm always on. It's not exactly a car that you should be kind of, you know, throwing around these country lanes per se. It's more of a point-to-point car. But I can tell you, with the little modifications that's been done to this car, especially around the kind of the ride height, the lowering links, it definitely makes a massive improvement. The car feels very dirty, like in terms of, you know, how sharp the steering is. I'm literally in just comfort mode at the moment. The car is slammed down literally right to, like, you know, the lowest point. But the ride doesn't feel crashy, which is the main thing in an S8 like this. It just feels compliant. I can raise the height again, you know, to make it even more comfortable, but this is literally on point. The other thing, the steering wheel, for example, it's not like a massive steering wheel like you'd find in some like limos, so it actually feels quite small and sporty, you know, and it just makes it easier to kind of like point the car where you want it to go. Then there's these seats, for example. These are 22-way adjustable seats, and you can really get comfortable in pretty much however you want. You can get really low down, you can get the bolsters in, they massage you, they heat you, they cool you. Obviously we are in limo territory, so, you know, why shouldn't they? So guys, I've just flicked the car into dynamic mode now. Now what that essentially does is it just makes the car a bit more lively, throttle response, gear changes and what have you. Listen to that. This car is literally like a jet. I mean, I've driven quite a few fast cars on the channel, but none of them have got me from A to B this quick. And for a massive car that's probably as long as, like, say 5.5 meters, it doesn't feel like a boat. I mean, these are the same bends that I usually take in my hot hatch, and this will actually put some hot hatches to shame. And that is no exaggeration. I mean, you should know this. I mean, you've had some Porsches in the day, right?
Believe me, this car, for what it is, it's phenomenal.
You know what it is about this? It's not the fact that it's a quick car. It's mind-bogglingly quick, because like 0 to 60 in these are, like, say about 3.8 seconds or something.
3.5.
3.5.
3.5, I believe, yes.
And just to put that into perspective, right, that is like 0.4 of a second slower than the R8 V10, the current one.
That's amazing.
You know,
amazing.
And I mean, this one obviously has had a tune map done on it as well, doesn't it? So
it does, yeah.
You can just tell that. So listen to that, guys. I mean, this car is really well insulated, obviously being Audi's flagship model, so you're not going to get a lot of noise into the cabin. But I'm going to put the windows down a little bit.
Whoa.
This thing is mad. It is a mad car. Let's get some noise in.
Supercar territory now, boys. It's like supercar territory.
I mean, this car, man, it's like... I mean, you can probably just see how excited I am.
Lost for words.
I'm lost for words. Honestly, I'm lost for words. The thing is, when I saw this car pull up earlier on, yes, it looked absolutely amazing. You know, like the ride height, the colour combo, everything about it was just like spot on. You know, amazing looking thing. But the way this thing goes, it obviously like goes together with the looks and the way it drives. I mean, you're saying earlier on you're going to have this car dyno tested just to get an absolute figure.
Yeah, hopefully this Saturday. And if I do get it done, once I get it done, I'll give you the video and you can put it onto your channel as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Then we know exactly what power it's pushing.
There we go. That way, guys, you know, we're not going to be just saying it's about 700.
Exactly.
We know exactly
like I said, I was told when I got it tuned that it's approximately about 700, but I'm not 100% sure until I get it dynoed.
Right, good. Okay, that'll be interesting.
It definitely
Possibly a part 2 video, guys.
You never know, it might be over 700. You never know.
It definitely feels, well, I'll tell you how this feels, and this is no BS, right?
Right.
You know when someone comes out of a 150 horsepower car and they get into like an M140i with, say, 350, and that kind of, oh my god, this thing is quick.
Yeah.
This is how it feels coming from an M140i and into this. That step up is like, it's mad. And again, like for a massive car, this doesn't feel like a bolt. And those few mods that you've done, man, they are literally on point. Spot on. And you know, again, from where I'm sat here, although it's quite a wide car, it doesn't feel wide.
This is what I was trying to explain earlier on. When you're in the driver's seat, even the passenger seat here, but most likely the driver's seat, it feels like a smaller car.
Yep. Guys, you know, it's one of those, it's odds low. I mean, I've got the opportunity to drive this S8 Plus. I've got an ice cream van in front of me. The weather's pouring down, but I think I've got my kind of enjoyment out of it. And like I said before, I'm not comparing this car to anything. It was just like, you know, an opportunity. Hopefully, guys, you've enjoyed this content. Give it a like, a share, subscribe to my channel because there'll be more V8 content coming up hopefully next week. So stay tuned for that. And who knows, we'll get another opportunity in this S8 Plus.
This is what I was going to say. Once weather gets better, I mean, it's not the best of days, as you know, it's raining now. On a nice summer's day, definitely a part 2, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
On a nice bright day.
Yeah, who knows, we might get the M140i up against it as well. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.